Dallas Mavericks were up by as many as 15 in this game. Great start to the fourth quarter for the Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis ends with 22 points. Golden State comes back, wins in overtime. Welcome to NBA Showtime. Ahmed Fareed here. Brian Scalabrine, Evan Turner. It's a Warriors team that has had to deal with injuries on and on and on. Steph Curry to their superstars, Jimmy Butler, and then to see Moses Moody go down. Team high 23 points, Scout. That is a win that almost feels like a loss.
Yeah, definitely gut punch for. You never want to see your guy go down like that. These guys go to war together all the time, and you just want to see it. And with Moody right now and what they're trying to do, it's not just about this year, it's also about next year.
Yeah, 1,000%. And Moody's a good guy. Obviously, you can tell the team was shaking up, and he's been playing well over the past couple of weeks. I've been a big fan of him. He had the great game this year. We hit like 8 threes, 30 points. So definitely praying for Moody and hoping he, there's something negative in the results, X-rays.
Steve Kerr said last month that he has been maybe their most consistent performer, and so peaking. So best out to Moses Moody. It was a game that came down to the wire, fourth quarter. The Mavericks had a chance to win this one. Let's go right to the final play here of regulation for Dallas. What'd you see in this one, Scal?
Cooper Flag, there's Rookie of the Year sitting right in front of you, and I thought you made an excellent move turning the corner. You're great going left. You're great finishing at the rim. I'm not sure I would have kicked this one. I would have challenged Porzingis at the rim. I mean, I wouldn't have, but I think you should have.
If you were Cooper
I
Flag,
would have kicked it out. But look at this play, Evan. He has him. He's going left. That would have been a good shot at the rim for Cooper.
Of course, 1,000%. He's a great finisher. He had a step on Draymond, and I think he had the momentum to go up and either try to jam it or force the refs to call a foul. But no matter what, this is about development for him and trying to figure out how to close out games.
What do you think Jason Kidd will say to him?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe publicly, like in the locker room, you made the right play.
Yeah.
But privately pulls him to the side and said, you know what, man?
Yeah.
Go finish that. Learn to be that guy.
And also, too, I think he did a great job throughout the end of regulation and through overtime of taking his time versus double team and finding players. He did enough just to open up the court, open up the paint, and get himself that final shot. I think it comes to playing a game within a game. But no matter what, I think Jason Kidd has to tell him, hey, we need you to take that shot first, second, or third because we believe you have the mismatch and it's going to mold well for you.
There are times when you have to make that pass. But that play, I feel like it's not a 50-50 play. That's a 70-30 play. You at the rim, Draymond on your hip, Porzingis right in front of you.
Yeah.
Probably challenge Porzingis at the rim and see what happens.
Right.
Shot the ball 19 times. Maybe should have been 20, 32 points for the rookie, 9 assists, almost a double-double. But it is a loss for the Dallas Mavericks. We got to take a break here on NBA Showtime. When we come back, we had one other game happening earlier today. It was the Miami Heat against that guy, the one-man wrecking crew. May have chipped a nail right there. Wemby. We'll show you what he did next. For your Peacock picks of the week, first stream the new season of Ted, then bring home the wonder of Wicked for Good. And don't miss opening day. Major League Baseball this Thursday. We got Pirates and Mets, 1 Eastern. Dodgers raising the banner against the Diamondbacks, 8 Eastern. You can watch that on NBC, also streaming right here on Peacock. Time now for a moment that changes everything, brought to you by Universal Orlando Resort, Indiana. 16-game losing streak. A franchise record snapped. Paulo Banchero, final chance. No.
I mean, he was blocked at the rim. He might have had Bane on the cut, E.T.
Yeah, early in the play, I definitely think so. I mean, it's better than going baseline in the 2-footers, but, I don't want a Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah,
it is
right.
what it is.
The problem with Orlando lost 5 games in a row. They might be struggling.
I mean, anytime Pacers win, they're struggling.
Grizzlies struggling, taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Jonathan Kuminga off the steal to Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Ooh. He might be most improved this year.
Yeah, we just had that combo. I like him a lot, too.
Ooh. Averaging over 20 points this season. His previous career high was 11, so you got a case.
Oh, body to body.
In that opportunity, making the most of it.
He's like, wait, hold on. Did you see that? Y'all see that?
Am I trending?
And then here we got Dyson Daniels meets Boosie. You familiar with Boosie's work?
Of course.
Yeah,
man.
Shabuzi.
Of course, man.
Double shot of whiskey.
Man, Baton Rouge finest, baby.
Oh, man.
That
might have been a flop.
Oh, my God.
That's a flop. I think that's a flop.
Man, all his speckles fell on the floor.
How about those Hawks?
I know.
Last 14 games, tied with OKC for the best record. in the NBA over that span. You see since February 1st, even better.
I mean, really, the only guy that can stop the Magic is Luke Cornett.
Big Lou.
Earlier this evening, our first game on Peacock, it was Spurs. It was Heat. Bam Adebayo. If he went for
say his name the right way.
Okay. Scal's MVP.
There you go.
And Wemby.
I mean, look at this guy. It's unfair what he does. And now he's smiling. He doesn't look tired anymore. Watch out.
Yeah.
Everybody better watch out, including you, Chet Holmgren. He's coming after you.
3 blocks in the first half, 5 in the game.
It's unfair.
Unbelievable. That's crazy.
There's nothing to complain about, Spoke, man. That guy's just a freaking nature.
You see how tall he is? That's not fair. Carter Bryant to Wemby. Oh, that's too easy.
13 feet.
Look at that, right down there. And he can run, and he can move. I'm telling you, this guy's getting in better shape. NBA, you guys better you better start watching the Spurs, and you better put some respect on his name.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Well, this is unfair. Anytime he's going, he's like, let me throw it out real quick. Man.
That's awesome.
It's impressive, but let's count the plays without the dunks. What would he have?
Playing with him out there. So with the Rockets losing tonight, the Spurs actually clinched the division, their first division title since 2016, 2017. They win again. And then, you know who agrees with you that Wemby might be the MVP? Wemby.
Yeah.
3 arguments. My first one would be that defense is 50% of the game and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race because I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. Second argument would be that we almost swept OKC in the season and we dominated them 3 times with their real team and 4 times with more rotation players. And my third argument would be that offense impact is not just points.
You ask Wemby a question, he will give you the answer, E.T. What do you think about that?
He put a name on it. He put an address on it. He's bringing back competition, but I think he's bringing back just the real. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. He wasn't being... I hate when people are trying to be classy and modest about it. It's the MVP.
Yeah, no doubt.
You worked this whole season for it. You put the off-season work in and everything like that. If you want it, say it, man. And he's dominating.
And he's not talking about, Jokic or anybody. He's talking about OKC. And he's talking about the matchups that they had. And he reminds everybody that he was 4-1. It's kind of what I did earlier in the show. And also, Wemby, I know you don't want to say this, but when you're off the floor, your team is just average. I'm sorry. Your plus is plus 17. When you're off, you're only plus 0.4. That discrepancy is the biggest in the NBA.
Yeah.
You are the MVP.
Yeah. Now, Luka was your guy when we talked in the pregame show. And I asked you that same thing. Defense is 50%. 50%
Didn't he say 60?
Yeah, he said something like Luka's offense is defense. So I don't want to hear it.
All right. So you're still on Luka.
I guess apparently this guy is pretty good. Apparently he's all right.
Wemby's convinced. He is very convincing. Very convincing. Tomorrow's a Tuesday, so you can play King of the Court at DraftKings Sportsbook. Pick the player for the most points, rebounds, and assists across the association. Could be any of these stars we will see tomorrow on NBC and Peacock. Got to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about those stars. Van Carroll, maybe not the right play at the end of the game. Maybe we'll make a better one tomorrow. You got Donovan Mitchell. You got Jokic. You got Devin Booker. You got some stars. We'll talk about it on Coast to Coast Tuesday next. Says Joe Mazzulla can't have fun with Derek White in Boston. WWE Raw.
You know what? They should scrap. That's what I think.
Who?
Joe and Derek White.
Why?
Yeah, go.
No.
Yeah.
They did.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do it.
That was the signature move. Oh, right to the head. Repeated blows. Oh, man. All right, Coast to Coast Tuesday. That's tomorrow. NBC Peacock, Van Carroll and the Magic, Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs, game number 1. Then out west, see Jokic and Denver take on Devin Booker and the Suns. An early preview, E.T. We'll start with you. Magics now have lost 5 games in a row. They're slipping at the end of the year. Now they have to go and face the Cavs.
You already know the second night of a back-to-back is very, very tough, especially on a losing situation like this. But it's urgent right now. They have to step up. They have to be gritty. And it doesn't stop unless you stop it. So they got to come in tomorrow and take advantage of and set the tone on the road.
If they don't win this game, they're not a for-real team. They got to figure out a way to stop the slide and play against a really good team. But if they're not able to go on the road in this environment, they want to lose 6 games in a row, maybe they've checked out.
Yeah, this is where you're supposed to start hitting your stride, like a couple weeks before, and figuring out, what the rotations are going to be, what works for you, what doesn't. And now I just feel like they're just kind of scrambling on the way down. And it's not great to be in a play-in situation and then to go play a 50-win team a week after that.
Every year there's an underachieving team. They're that team right now.
They are, Cavs, 17 games with James Harden. We've seen 13 wins so far. Much more dangerous with him?
Yeah, better size. James Harden can guard up and down the roster.
And also, too, I think one thing that occurs is hard to trap 2 elite ball handlers. So if you're going on James Harden, that's leaving Donovan Mitchell open, and vice versa. But you see Donovan Mitchell's been able to make plays from the opposite side, go straight downhill and attack. You have 2 of the best scorers in the league going right at it, and it's just tough to match up against.
Like your team, like what Max Strus is giving them a couple shots. Like they're better. They're better. And they have talent.
Evan Mobley, one of the league leaders in defensive leverage. What is defensive leverage again?
I have no idea.
We don't have time to go into it. It is interesting, though. Our second game out west there, you got Jokic, you got Denver, you got the Suns, who Dylan Brooks coming back soon, probably not in this game for Phoenix, but Denver's a team from a couple of Mondays ago, Scal. We did a show. You go, I'm done with them.
So the best offense in the NBA, right? Might be the best in NBA history.
Yeah.
But their defense, they can't get a stop. They used to coast and then turn it on in the fourth quarter. Now they don't. I don't believe in this team because when they had Mike Malone, he would get after them every month, and all of a sudden you see their level go up. Now, I just don't see that level. When they really need something, they don't deliver like they used to.
No, definitely. They've definitely struggled down the clutch, but I think one thing that's coming back, Peyton Watson is getting healthy. Christian Braun's starting to play a little bit better now. Cam Johnson's been on fire. And I believe that Aaron Gordon being in, they'll be full throttle. Now, saying championship contention, that might be tough. But, their offense has been clicking a bit, but defense is everything.
Yeah, why all of a sudden now they just can't guard anybody? How could you drop off from being a championship-level defense to not even close to that now?
I think it's a mentality, but sometimes it comes down to, who's out there sometimes. Aaron Gordon missed a lot of season. You understand what I'm saying? And then Peyton Watson got hurt. Some of their formidable defenders really, really struggled up until the point where they're getting them back. But love Jokic to death. If you have him on a court for 48 minutes offensively, the advantageous marks are going to, flip around for the other team, and that's what's been happening.
So you're down on the Nuggets. I'm going to ask you this. In the playoffs, right now, who would you ride, Suns or Nuggets?
Probably take the
Suns.
Nuggets,
Suns, I'm right, but hold on.
No, you know what? I'll take the Suns. I like their heart. I think if they can get back, they're healthy, and they can somehow put it together. I like what they have. I think Devin Booker's a killer. I think that they have guys that can knock down shots. Dylan Brooks is coming back. Jalen Green is figuring it out. And one guy you have to mention that I don't think we talk enough about, Mark Williams, when healthy, is awesome for this team. Runs the floor, puts a ton of pressure on the defense.
I like the Suns for sure, but we got to, Nikola Jokic is averaging triple-double. He lifts every voice when he sings. I think when he gets going, I think their 8 is better than the Suns' 8, to be completely honest with you. And then it's a cheat code to go play in Denver, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You take off the first half for real.
This whole year, I've been rooting for the Nuggets to be good. I picked them to be good when they got Cam Johnson. I'm off them because they don't get stops.
I understand
They
that.
betrayed you. They betrayed your trust, and now you will never forgive them.
That's how it goes, man. They can be better
until
next
maybe
year.
the playoffs and they bring it up a level. Scal, ET, always a pleasure. You guys always bring it up a level. Thanks for watching once again NBA Showtime. We've had a fun day. We've done a lot of cool things. We saw some good basketball, too. An overtime game in this last one. Warriors coming back and winning that one. Cooper Flag going off for 30 points. Some dunks galore. We'll see you coast to coast Tuesday back here tomorrow.